Good morning.
So let me explain what happened. I'm like, hey, it's 11:20 last night. I'm gonna go to sleep at 11:20. I'm gonna be a good Samaritan. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I make myself a coffee. I lay back in bed while I wait for this coffee to cool off, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna close my eyes for like 2 minutes. And then I wake up at 7:58 to my arm completely asleep, like to the point where I thought I was having serious medical emergency going on. Like my arm was completely asleep, where I was like sitting there, I couldn't even move my fingers. That's how asleep my arm was. You ever have that?
That's a good sleep. That's a good sleep. I
Dude,
set
I
my
thought
alarm for 7:10 today. I was like, who the fuck set that?
it's a weird time.
Yeah. Threw that snooze on.
Mine's 7 o'clock. I wake up at 7.
Yeah, I'm just not built for that life. 7:30 is my slot.
7:30 is your slot.
Yeah.
I don't work in like 4 hours. 5 hours. I also am medically clear to play basketball as of yesterday.
Nice. Playoff eligible.
Yes, I know. I'm like OG Anunoby. I haven't, like, I'm actually not fat. I'm like, I just feel so out of shape. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like a fat piece of shit. And all I do is eat. And I just want to go play basketball and like burn calories. Ooh. So let's get right into it and talk about some basketball. And you know who we're talking about? You know who had a great game yesterday?
Donovan Mitchell.
I guess so. I guess that's who we're talking about. Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell
Yeah.
the Mitchell.
Shout out Darius Garland for setting up.
DG, the PG, Evan Mobley, defense. Shout out the real hero is Grant Williams for about to be overpaid, who I've never understood the adoration for Grant Williams. Like, missed both his free throws. One free throw would have won it. Tie game. No time on the clock. Half a second. And he misses both free throws. And he's about to get paid like $20 million a year. Yeah, okay.
My big thing right here is Donovan Mitchell went off, and I think the big thing, it wasn't even Donovan Mitchell who I thought was the best player. I know this is going to sound a bit ostentatious, but I think Evan Mobley was the most important player in this game. Evan Mobley was guarding Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Nobody,
Tatum didn't play.
I know, but like in just theory, not like I meant he can guard. He can guard. Sorry. Jaylen Brown, Evan Mobley is so dope because he can guard Jaylen Brown like he did last night. But if Jason Tatum was playing, he could guard Jason Tatum, and then he could switch on to Malcolm Brogdon or Marcus Smart. Is what I was trying. I'm sorry, Jackson, that I didn't specifically state that. By the way, Jason Tatum didn't play. I thought that was common knowledge.
It wasn't just Jason Tatum. It was also Robert Williams, Al Horford. They should have won the game.
I mean, they started Blake Griffin.
They really should have won the game. But did Blake Griffin really start?
Yeah.
Huh. The Cavs.
Blew your mind.
I mean, Evan Mobley set them up on defense, especially late in the game. You know, DG did his things at PG, but yeah, they don't win this game without Donovan Mitchell. He was getting bucket after bucket in crunch time, and then overtime, just foot on gas. And it was a good win. You know, win's a win at this point in the season. I think I'm leaning more towards. I don't think Cleveland would. I don't think they're going to fall from 4 as hot as the Knicks are. I think Cleveland now has won 10 of their last 13. So I don't think they're going anywhere at 4. So first round playoff might be Cleveland versus New York, which would be that'd be one fun first round of the playoffs to watch.
It definitely would be one fun round of the playoffs to watch. I'm just curious to see that. Are they better than the 76ers? Or are they better than the Knicks?
I think they're better than the Knicks. Well, playoff basketball is going to be interesting.
Are you scared? Go.
Having a bucket like Mitchell is huge.
The
Knicks
course.
got Brunson. It's just hard to not worry about Philly in the playoffs just because of fouls. But I would lean more towards Philly right now.
I agree. I would lean towards Philly just because of experience. But like you said, having a guy like Donovan Mitchell is crucial to winning in the playoffs. Because you need a guy who can take over. You need a guy. I think that's the best way to explain it. You just need a guy that, both teams are shooting under 40% from the field and under 30% from 3. It's the final 2 minutes of Game 6 in the playoffs. Give it to Donovan Mitchell. It's like, that's the purpose. And yeah, I think this is. Also, I just got a commercial for Osmosis Jones. Did you like that movie as a kid?
I've never heard of that. Ever.
The one you've heard of Osmosis Jones.
I don't even know what osmosis is.
Osmosis, like the water? Come on.
Osmosis, was it?
Osmosis.
It's not. Is osmosis the same word?
Probably with you saying it fucking like a retard.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, well, I'll show you it. Osmosis Jones with Robin Williams playing like bacteria, and it's. You just didn't have a childhood, did you?
I guess not.
Let me pull this up. I'm going to blow your mind. Come on, I didn't ask for an ad.
From StreamYard.
I'm
so excited to announce that local recordings.
I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now available on StreamYard.
You've never seen Osmosis Jones?
No.
Fair.
A movie about water. No.
Now, Bill Murray is a zoo worker. Frank Dettori contacts a virus, voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, inside his body, known as the City of Frank. To its inhabitants, a white blood cell cop, voiced by Chris Rock of Osmosis Jones, and a cold tablet, Drix, voice of David Hyde Pierce, join forces to fight the invading virus as it takes over the city. But Thrax, Osmosis Jones, must bypass Mayor Fleming, voice of William Shatner, and enlist the mayor's assistant, Lee, voice of Brandy Norwood. When Osmosis and Thrax clash in a climactic battle of this germ warfare, Frank's life and the lives of all the citizens hang in the balance.
Sounds horrible.
I'm pretty sure it's a bad movie. I haven't seen it. I wasn't going to sit here and defend it. I haven't seen it in quite some time. Ooh. All right. So, who are better, the Sacramento Kings or the Cleveland Cavaliers? If you had to say in the playoffs, which team is more playoff ready?
I have to give the slight nod to Cleveland because of the defense. Unfortunately,
it's kind of funny because these teams are polar opposite. One is like insane at defense, and the other one's insane at offense.
Yeah, the Kings are going to be a threat. They already are, and they got another win without De'Aaron Fox, and now they're just a half game out from Memphis, and with an indefinite suspension that won't be named a suspension to Ja Morant. Shout out Lawyer Luke. Kind of effed as far as being that 2 seed goes. So Sacramento's a team though they don't really even need a home seeded playoff, but thankfully they're gonna get it.
Dude, I just think if there was either of these teams, I think I have to agree with you that it's the Cavs. And it's not even I honestly think in a 7-game series, Cavs Kings, maybe the Kings would win. But the only reason I say that the Cavs would go farther is that the East is way easier than the West. It's not easier, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's a little more top. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more top heavy. It's hard. It's harder to get out of the I think it'd be harder in the West to get out the second round as it would be.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be surprised if this Eastern Conference Finals is reminiscent of the conference finals from 2 years ago when the Hawks made it. Where it's just no, but I'm not saying that the Hawks make it, but I'm saying the fact that it's a random team that we didn't expect. You know what I mean? Like we've been saying Bucks versus Celtics. What if it's like Bucks versus Knicks or Bucks versus Cavs, you know? That's way more likely to happen in the East and the West. What are your thoughts?
It wouldn't shock me. Obviously, I'm hoping for a big payday, so I got Sacramento to the Western Conference Finals at least.
Yeah, at least.
Nice little payout. A little 100-1.
Ooh.
Free money.
You been following Cam Reddish?
Since high school.
I'm just saying he's averaging 14 a night for Portland.
Wow. Yeah, he's doing good for him right now.
Yeah, he's like kind of reborn. I made a video about it.
I guess reborn from the start of the season.
I just said he was reborn, bro. Captivate them with them headlines. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, he started over half of his NBA games, but 15 points.
He's kind of cooking it, dude. He's kind of cooking it. I don't give a fuck. I'm riding this wave of my man Cam Reddish, and you can't tell me nothing. We're gonna talk about Cam Reddish now, all right? Because you just didn't get excited. I'm excited. All right, I'm excited. All right, did you hear me? I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm talking Cam Reddish.
Hey, what's up, Thomas?
1.5 steals a game, 14 points. He's passing the ball. He's rebounding. The 10th overall pick, Cam Reddish, is looking like he's supposed to be himself. I understand, Thomas. What do you think, Jackson?
About Cam Reddish?
Yeah, tell me about Cam Reddish. My eyes are just not open, but they are open, and I just look like an anime character.
I would say, yeah, last night was cool because he wasn't really making his shots, and he had 8 assists. It's working out in Portland's favor.
Say it.
I know the Knicks are undefeated with Josh Hart, but it just, Josh Hart was about to get a nice payday somewhere else. So trade him while you can. And Cam Reddish is a nice guy to take a flyer on. Portland could definitely use it. I still wish Portland went a little bit differently at the deadline, but
from what I've heard, it's this coming off season is what they're doing.
Yeah, I've just heard that for like 10 years now, but Cam can be a part of it. I mean, he's playing good right now. He's played good since he's got to Portland. Fresh start, another fresh start. Hopefully this is what we see for the rest of the season.
So from what I'm understanding is Joe Cronin, the GM of the Trailblazers, he's basically said they did small retooling with the team this year. Plan is, to make a strike big this offseason because the team they built this year was just a stepping stone because what it did to create cap space for them. And I've heard rumors where they love Anthony Simons, but they've decided that at this point, the small backcourt isn't working anymore. They've tried it with CJ McCollum. They tried it with Anthony Simons. Like, I think they want to follow, and that's why they like Cam Reddish. And the guy that I'm about to talk about next is because they want to follow the Golden State Warriors blueprint, where you got Damian Lillard in that Steph Curry role, and then you get, you know, two shooters on the wings, like, you know, your Klay Thompson and your Harrison Barnes / Andrew Iguodala / Andrew Wiggins, you know, like how they've done, where they have 2-6-7 dudes next to Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins, or Klay Thompson and Harrison Barnes next to Steph Curry. And I think that's what I've heard from what the Blazers want to do this offseason, is build a big two-way roster around Damian Lillard. But this has led to another guy in the name of Matisse Thybulle. The guy's shooting 5 3-pointers a night as a Portland Trailblazer. 5 3-pointers a night. He's another example of the Trailblazers over here playing like I don't know. I think the Trailblazers are instilling the belief in their players that, hey, you might have been given up by one organization, but we ain't gonna give up on you. What are your thoughts on Matisse Thybulle? Shooting 5 threes a night at like 40%.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't believe it? You don't believe? You're a hater. You're a hater.
Well, it's a nice piece, but I'm not about to, you know, lose my cool over it. Like, yeah, his 1-3 last night was useful. He can defend.
8 points a night, 5 rebounds.
Who the fuck cares? I mean, you have Damian Lillard, who just averaged 40 points for an entire month. He's having the best year of his career. He's having an MVP season, and you're still below 500. Thankfully, because of the Pelicans' downfall, they're now in the play-in tournament. But, like, I don't know. I like Matisse. I like Cam Reddish, but they're not. Neither are needle movers to me. Now, if you make a needle move next season, that's fine, and they can be nice complementary pieces.
That's what I mean.
But Damian Lillard's having an MVP season, and they've let it go to waste. They've let it go to waste.
I think
completely.
And okay.
Every year. Every single year.
I agree that it is a bit annoying but the thing is they started the season so strong.
Yeah. Got the injury bug.
I also audio. There we go. Somehow audio just started playing in my ear, and I was like, "How the fuck did that just happen?" But no, I think they started out the year even when Dame was hurt, dude. The team was good. I think Rocket News. I think what ended up happening for this team that worked against them was the Gary Payne II. All right. I personally think they should have moved on from Josip Nurkic. Nothing against Nurkic. I think he's, at this point in his career, a high-level backup. Nothing against him. Wow. Nothing. No. Like, I just don't, for a championship team, I'd rather have Nurkic come off the bench than start.
Wow.
Do you agree with that?
No. You're not.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I think this team crumbles like a cookie that's been left out for 2 days. Out in the open whenever Nurkic isn't out there. I'd hold on to him because of his price. Now, could they use a Nerlens Noel off of the bench type of player? For sure. I don't think Nurkic will go.
I was gonna say, like, if you could do what Pelicans did where they traded Steven Adams for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, and then, you know, Jonas will play like 24 minutes because he isn't a rim protector. It's tough. I don't know who else this team would go after. As I don't know what actual upgrade over as cool as that would be, like in 2014. I don't know. I don't feel too great about that one. I mean, maybe sign him.
Remember they revived him 2 years ago?
He was completely revived
by the Trailblazers when he played 1 season or 1.5 seasons with Portland and then went to the Kings.
I mean, Yeah, I like Nurkic a lot, and I like him a little bit more than Hassan, even though a homecoming sounds a little cool. I don't know what Portland does from here for the rest of this season. You just continue to run it up, and yeah, I mean Matisse is a nice role player. Cam Reddish has a little bit of a higher ceiling for sure, and he's been playing well, and Matisse is doing all right for sure. He's making those threes. I hate to see what's happened to the Portland Trailblazers season. It was so hopeful at the start.
So we're going to agree that Matisse Thybulle and Cam Reddish have been difference makers for the Portland Trailblazers. It's good that we can agree on that.
I think the difference maker is Damian Lillard averaging 47 and 8 for 20 straight games.
Can I have my my moment in the goddamn sun?
I'll give you Cam Reddish for sure.
Yeah, Cam Reddish. It's just nice to see that he's finally getting the opportunity and like.
Well, see, the thing with that is he started over half of his NBA games.
Shut up!
I think he's had plenty of opportunities actually.
Rocket News. We started off the episode with the Cavs game, talking about if after the game were the Cavs considered contenders. I think what we took from there that they could be a team that goes on a run. That the Cavs are more likely to be in the conference finals than the Kings.
I don't want to bring the Kings into it.
I didn't mean it like that, but like you know what
I like the Cavs Western. How's this? I like the Cavs Eastern Conference Finals more than the Knicks Eastern Conference Finals.
All right.
And Philly probably. If history serves well,
itself.
Yeah.
Why does it also look? My hair this morning looks like extra permy. Like it kind of looks like I went and got a perm. Like I got like an afro.
Yeah, you got to keep it growing.
Nah. The Kings are also in a good spot, but I think we were just talking about the defense and like we just can't imagine the Kings going deep in the playoffs.
I don't put that word in my mouth at all. I have the Kings to the Western Conference. I have the Kings winning the NBA Finals right now. This team has a great shot at getting to the Western Conference Finals. Depends on how it goes about, but if they have to play
if they're the Kansas Jayhawks of last year's March Madness.
Yeah, no one watches Kansas, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I would say right now the Sacramento Kings have a 50-50 shot at making the Western Conference Finals if the NBA season and the standings ended right now. Because you have Phoenix at 4, and you have Golden State at 5, and I believe Dallas at 6. And I will take Sacramento in the first round against Dallas, and I'll take them over Memphis if Memphis advanced or whoever they would play. I think right now it's the Clippers or the Timberwolves, and I'll take the Kings over both of them. So, yeah, 50-50 shot right now. If season ended today, Sacramento would get there. And that number is less for Cleveland.
Okay.
I don't want those words in my mouth. I don't want it. They have a very real shot.
Well, the Denver Nuggets the best team in the league.
Well, the Bucks just won like 16 straight. I'll give them an undisputed top 2 team.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. I mean, so this game last night was quite frustrating. I feel like Denver probably still would have won, but the refs won the game.
Refs?
Yeah, and Nugget fans aren't happy about it because it's like if that was your first Nugget game you watched of the season because it was
for a lot of people it is. People don't realize when the casuals turn on the screen, it's after the Super Bowl happens. This is when all the casuals start acting like they're hardcore NBA fans. So
if this was your first Nugget game, you're thinking, wow, the Nuggets, this is why they're the ones who they get all these BS calls. Scotty Barnes, not a single person in that arena understood what was happening when he got ejected. that sealed the deal for Denver. But like I said, I mean, they're probably going to win anyways because I'll take them over Toronto in the last couple of seconds. But yeah, right now, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. Sure, yeah, I'll give them. Yeah. They got the health on their side. I'll give them one.
I think this is also. Did you see the video Ja Morant where they're like calling him Clarence?
No, I did not.
It's pretty fun. I gotta send you it, but we'll play it in a second. This is the Denver Nuggets. I think this is the best Nugget squad they've had since that Western Conference Finals run. I mean, if Anthony Davis didn't become a 40% 3-point shooter in the bubble, the Nuggets might have an NBA championship. So I know your big fear with Jokic is playoff time, he gets exposed. But I think they have so many multi-positional defenders in Bruce Brown, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Michael Porter Jr. when he tries, Aaron Gordon, that I think this team is capable of. I think it's Western Conference Finals, at least, or the season's a disappointment.
For sure.
Is that makes sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you gave up all. Go.
They've been the best team in the West all year. I mean, they've been one of the best, if not the best team in the league all year. So,
if you don't make the Western Conference Finals, something's not working then.
Yeah, and you can't blame health because that was the reason for the last couple of years. I am a little bit worried about Denver. I would not put my money on them because Phoenix is 4 right now and Golden State is 5. So you'd have to play one of those teams in the second round. You have to if it ended right now. And
Golden State's the one you'd rather play than.
No. I know that's what it sounds like. And maybe you are right, and maybe this is the end of the Golden State Warriors. They are going to
I'm just saying
on paper on the screen like they do every single.
I know, but this time on paper, let's just go on paper. The Nuggets match up better against the Warriors because they'd out-rebound them. I think the Nuggets are way bigger than the Warriors, but I understand if they play the Suns, in the second round. That's where it gets concerning because if they play the Suns, I'm not going to sit here and toot DeAndre Ayton's horn, but I will say DeAndre Ayton might be a bit stronger and quicker than Jokic, and then you got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. The Suns scare me if I'm the Nuggets more than the Warriors, even though I will give the Warriors the benefit of the doubt. If they're healthy, they're a hard team to beat too. It all just comes down to it all comes down to the argument that you love to say night in and night out about Jokic in the playoffs is him being hunted.
Yeah. And I agree. I think Phoenix, first off, Phoenix Golden State right now, first round playoff series. That would be crazy. That would be an NBA Finals. Right now, I would probably go Phoenix, but you never know what could happen. But for Jokic, Chris Paul is going to do the same damn thing as Steph Curry will. So it's going to be really cool to see. And I also don't think that the 4th, 5th spot will remain the same. I think it'll definitely change. I don't think Memphis holds on anymore. And yeah, I think 3 and 4 could be – 3's open, 4 could definitely be open. But regardless, I think they're going to have a tough second-round matchup. And if they win that game – I will say, or if they win that series, if they were to beat a series of either Phoenix or Golden State, they'll make it to the NBA Finals. And they're going.
The last time this Nuggets team was healthy in the playoffs, they went to Western Conference Finals. And if anything, the team's better than the last time they were healthy in the playoffs.
Yeah, now you got
Aaron Gordon
KCP and Bruce. Yeah, you're right, 100%. It's just hard. And I just said this could be the year that we or that myself is, the Golden State. This could be it. This probably is the last year of it, but it could be the end. I'm not a huge fan of the narrative that if AD wasn't AD that series, they don't win because they lost in 5 and it wasn't really.
No, I just mean the shot that AD hit, and let's all agree AD was shooting like 40-something% from in the bowl. AD became had a strap on him.
This was a really good team as well. Jamal Murray, Jokic, Jeremy Grant, Gary Harris. It wasn't the same Jeremy Grant, but he was getting there.
Yeah.
Paul Millsap, Michael Porter Jr. off the bench, Monty Morris, Torrey Craig, and Mason Plumlee.
It's a good team. It was
a damn good team.
Like, everybody's still in the league except for Paul Millsap.
Yeah. Kind of surprised Paul Millsap isn't.
He was pretty bad last year, man. He was pretty bad. He was
surprised he's just not on a team though.
It's just people don't carry Ty Corbins anymore. That's why you don't carry a guy who's 38 anymore. A, he's expensive, and B, why?
I agree with that, but people seem to want Mr. Melo back.
That's just because it's Melo.
It's a little bit more understandable as well.
Not Zay. Go check out yesterday's video. We gave Emmanuel Quickly, guy who grew up near me. Yesterday we gave love. But let's start. We're gonna pivot real quick and talk about something that happened yesterday. Saturday night, allegedly, Steven Adams held a players-only meeting where he talked about players need to be more accountable and they need to stop going out on road games. The Memphis Grizzlies are 12-20 on the road this season. And after Steven Adams said that, John Morant went out and got in trouble for having a gun. And it has came out that during this players-only meeting, even though Steven Adams was speaking in general and directing the group as a whole, everybody felt like Steven Adams was indirectly speaking only to John Morant, saying John Morant needs to, be a role model, to be a leader, and that they're expecting more. I think, and the fact that Steven Adams said this, first off, I had a great comment from one of my subscribers on the video I made yesterday. But first off, Steven Adams is a really well-respected guy in the locker room. But besides that, he's a guy that he's known as one of the best sportsmen. But right here, somebody commented this, laughing my ass off. The Grizzlies were like, bro, you're white and not even from America. And you're right. It was something somebody commented on one of my videos.
Oh, about Ja?
No, about Steven Adams.
On
Ja?
that.
Yeah, on Ja. The Grizzlies were just looking at Steven Adams like, bro, you're white and not even from America, and you're right. Because I'm pretty sure he's from New Zealand, but the tattoos that he has are tribal.
Samoan.
Yeah, it's Samoan or Pacific Islander, but New Zealand is all part of that tribe, where they get those cool ass tribe tattoos like this. I'm pretty sure that's Steven Adams' tribal tattoo. I'm pretty sure. But what do you think of this Ja Morant situation? Nick says they should put him in the G League for a year as punishment.
I agree. Put Steven Adams on Sacramento. He deserves a championship. I'm a little surprised Steven Adams didn't directly call out Ja. That's what I would do. You got to have that
Steven Adams is a nice guy.
Yeah, but he also knows what it takes, and maybe there are other players on the team going out and stuff. The going out situation is a little different to me because take a look at the 7-24 on the road Warriors. They should stop going out. But they probably don't go out. So is it just Ja? Is it the rest of the Grizzlies? We've had play. I'm glad Steven Adams called it out. I would have been a little bit more direct unless there were other players. Like I said, I think Tatum Taylor Jenkins also needs to be held accountable here. It seems like they're all kind of putting it on Mr. 23-year-old John Moran, and he is in the wrong, and he should be better and hold himself better and be a leader. But
well, it goes back to what I was saying the other day. Is it's funny that this all came out after my whole rant on Friday to you and Swaggy, where I was just like, you look at the Anthony Edwards situation, where when Anthony Edwards was Uber eating McDonald's after basketball games during the press conference, or when the gay incident where he called a bunch of gay guys queers on Instagram or whatever. It seemed like the Timberwolves did everything whenever Edwards made a young man mistake. I think the Timberwolves did a good job of dealing with it in-house, like going out, getting him a nutritionist and telling him, hey man, you're a professional athlete. You can't be putting McDonald's in your body. Like you might be able to do it a cheat day, but don't be playing a game and then be ordering yourself a Big Mac and fries. All right. And, when he had the whole queer thing, the only thing we knew about it was that all Anthony Edwards did was he went out and put an Instagram post apologizing for it. Seems like, again, T-Wolves handle it in-house, and we're like basically like, yo, you're the face of this franchise. It's not just, a bad look for this team, but you're also a role model. Kids are looking at you, Like kids go out and play pickup basketball and act like they're ants. So I think that the T-Wolves have done a good job at making sure Edwards is accountable and learns. And what I was going on, and like I want the best for Ja. And it just seems like the Grizzlies until now were just, hey, Ja, as long as we're winning and you're doing your thing, cool,
Yeah. I think I'm just not a huge. Yeah, obviously Ja's got to do better, but I also I don't know how much Finch was involved in that situation, but like I wasn't a huge fan. I can't remember exactly what Taylor Jenkins said, but he was like, these guys, we got to hold these players accountable. And thinking, well, you also have to be accountable because you're the head coach. But Grizzlies, I don't know, man. You can't be flashing guns on, even if it's not yours, on Instagram Live. It's just, that's the way it goes. Like, you wouldn't want to do that even if you're not in the NBA, but he is, and that's why especially you can't do that. So
yeah, no, I just think
James Harden went out, but I don't know if James Harden's who you want to emulate after if he doesn't have any wins, but I would view James Harden as one of the best shooting guards in NBA history. So
does he have a ring?
No, but if you want to, winning a ring isn't the only thing that quantifies you as a good player. You don't need 4. Patrick McCaw's got several rings. Charles Barkley doesn't have any rings.
Patrick McCaw has 3 rings.
He's a legend. Warrior legend.
Which blows my mind. All right, I'm about to blow your mind with this video about Ja Morant. All right, here we go.
He's just making it harder on himself, which I don't know why he would.
Are you ready for this Ja Morant video? This is it. No, where? Oh, it's downloading still. Come on, finish the download, you whore. I want to find this. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This video is about to play.
But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You in Paris? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. This guy don't want to battle. He's shook. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
Isn't that
good edit?
Yeah, isn't that a great edit?
Wow. I was good at it.
I had one of my boys sent me that on Instagram yesterday. Literally, he said, "This is crazy." And like, actually, one of my coworkers sent me that. Who's like not even into like NBA. He's like a casual sports fan. You know what I mean? And so he just sent me that.
All the casuals are loving this Josh situation.
Who?
All the casuals are loving this Josh situation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, all the football players are probably like, this would never happen in the great game of American football. They play the game. This is why I watch college basketball, because they play the game the right way, except for those hoodlums in Alabama. Get it? Because, like, in Alabama, the whole gun situation.
No.
Brandon Miller provided a guy a gun, and that guy used the gun to murder somebody, allegedly.
Yeah.
To murder a girl, to be in fact.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, not a great situation. But from but yeah, that's why a lot of people watch college basketball over like NBA, because the college basketball they play
teams, team basketball.
Yeah, but it's like a lot more racially like behind.
No
it.
way.
Oh yeah,
it's not like Alabama has all white dudes playing.
No,
Northwestern's got only white guys that playing.
But mid-major basketball does.
I don't think that's true.
I'm telling you, this is why if you go,
I went to a mid-major school.
I know, but like, I'm just telling you that it's like, but you went to a good mid-major. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of old whites that they choose to watch college basketball over the NBA because the NBA is street pickup to them.
Well, the NBA is street pickup once Allen Iverson got into the league. It's just the way the game's changing too.
Yeah, it's all racially undertones behind it.
Nick's a college sports fan. Nick, what are your thoughts on that? Look at Purdue. Yeah, there's no way Purdue's rocking an all-white team. They got some hoopers.
Am I ready for college football? KU's about to win a fucking national championship, baby. How's your football program at Loyola Maryland? I mean,
Maryland, but didn't go to Loyola Marymount either.
Loyola Chicago, sorry. Is it Loyola Marymount in Miami?
I think it's California.
California, that's what it is. I knew it was a warm weather. Loyola Marymount's a warm weather school. Are all the Loyolas connected?
I believe so. I think St. Ignatius plays a role in there. Not quite
St. Ignatius?
Yeah, whatever it is. I think they're probably under the Jesuit branch of the tree. Something like that.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Rocket News.
UT.
Nick's 100% right. That's like 100% right. That's also like,
I don't know if it's because of white people. I don't know if that. I think that's just.
Are you gonna watch the Bobby Portis movie where Bobby Portis is an actor and Ari Gold from Entourage is Bobby Portis's head coach in the 1950s, and he's the first black guy to play in the NBA, and then he gets blackballed, and they're like, the reason why he gets blackballed is because he's playing like pickup basketball.
Dang, no. Bobby Portis is in a movie?
He's the main character at playing.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's weird though, because Bobby Portis has weird eyes. I've always thought Bobby
Portis.
Yeah, big eye Bobby Portis. So when you're watching the movie, you're like, damn, it's big eyed Bobby Portis.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in a movie.
Yeah. Awesome. 76ers. Last topic. Are they real or are they fake?
They're real. Why is it? Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little worried about guys like PJ, but Tyrese, he's been hooping. Joel was a menace. Miles Turner has never had it. He's never been able to do anything. He had 0 rebounds last night. Fouled out right away. Yeah, Joel's a dog. Harden almost had a triple dub. He had 20 assists. Perfectly in my fantasy basketball playoff round 1. I'd say yeah.
I don't think
they're a finals team, but
this team It was really bad start to the season, and then they somehow turned it all around.
It's probably because the two guys on the screen.
I mean, probably the guy on the right.
Well, it's disrespectful, but yeah, he's a big reason.
And he's fun. He's fun. He's a good player. He's somebody that I think is capable of. I just realized I wrote Nuggets on.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything because it might have changed it and just didn't refresh. Nuggets?
on YouTube and stuff, it's right, but on Twitter, it's not.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Mr. James Harden, give him some respect. 22, 6, and 11. 40% downtown. Joel Embiid, the always almost MVP. I think D'Anthony's so nice. I think a big.
Do you
difference
believe
makes the playoffs.
I love the Sixers, but do you? When is the last? Is okay? Do you think this is the last year of Doc Rivers if they don't go far?
Yeah, it might be the last year of the Philadelphia 76ers as we know it. It seems like James Harden's on his way to Houston.
I think one more year of up together, but I think it's the last year of Doc. I think they gave it Doc this year 4, year 3.
I think they might just be toast. I wouldn't be surprised. You know where Joel's going?
Golden State.
Whoa, that works for me. But
you didn't know that? No. He's best friends with Steph Curry, Joel Embiid. You didn't know that?
Well,
you're like, why does this make? How do you know this, Cyro? It turns out Joel Embiid, the person who's kept Joel and convinced Joel to stay with Under Armour and is like his best friend through Under Armour, Steph Curry. Guess where Joel Embiid trains in the offseason and eats? Aisha's restaurant, and he goes to San Francisco to train with Steph Curry at the Under Armour facilities every offseason.
I'd take Joel on Golden State.
Yeah, Joel has also mentioned his love for Steph Curry.
They'd have to give up an arm and a leg.
Oh, what do you mean? Daryl Morey says, if you can't beat him, join him. Let me trade Joel Embiid for Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, baby.
Always a catch.
That would be funny. They're like, the Warriors we don't want to pay Draymond the Supermax, so we'll sign and trade Draymond and Klay Thompson. You can have Jonathan Kuminga. Just send us Joel.
I wonder if they'd be down for like a Wiggins, Poole, Kuminga, Moody, and a first.
No, just send him Klay and just keep Wiggins. A Wiggins, Joel, Curry core.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard day if the Warriors ever get traded. I just hope they retire together.
That'd be wild. I mean, Nick said it best. The Sixers have been too talented for the past 5 years not to make a real playoff run.
Yeah.
At what point do you say it's not working?
When they lose in the second round this year, I think is when it happens.
You know what time it is?
Pirtle time, and we can't have a re-showing of yesterday.
I know, that was bad. All right, here we go. Why does this look like Grant Williams?
Oh, I hope it's not Grant Williams. Let's go.
He's in the West. Norman Powell?
He's on the Suns. Oh, yeah, sure. He might be taller than 6'6". Wow, nice. Word.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Look at you repping the school. We're both repping our schools. The basketball.
It's the only thing I have from my school. See you in the tournament.
Are you guys even good this year?
Yeah.
What's your record?
We had 6 wins or something. 8 maybe.
Wait, you guys are only 8 wins? You guys aren't even making the tournament?
I think they're something like that. I gotta watch their whole one game. Oh, it's today at 2. Oh shoot. Against St. Joe's. Whoa, no. Oh wait. Is this round 1? Oh, this is round 1. We're the 15th seed.
Rocket News, I'm looking for us. I can't wait. Well, this is the first season we're seeing Cincinnati, Houston, and Central Florida join the Big 12. So I'm excited to play the new Big 12 newcomers this year. The other thing I'm excited to see, really, yeah, I think that's what I'm excited to see. I mean, KU did really good recruiting this year. But I'm also really cool to see, I think Buffalo, Arizona State, U of A, and Utah are about to join the Big 12, they're saying. You see that?
I hate that so much. Utah, stay in them. I hate the new college football. It's so stupid. It's ruined everything.
Pac-12's dead.
It's so stupid.
It's just because you went to a small school.
I'm done with it. There's nothing like watching There's nothing like watching it at like 1 a.m.
What's the biggest school you could have gone to?
Fucking Notre Dame, dude.
You got into Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you.
No, I know. I didn't get it.
I was like, why'd you choose
25
Southern?
on my ACT.
Oh, I forgot. Midwest people, you guys take ACTs, not SAT. I took SAT.
Yeah.
25 is pretty good, though, isn't it? Out of 32.
It's okay.
I thought average is like 22.
Maybe like across the nation, yeah. I think in my high school, 25 is probably desperate. It's a good question, though.
I have not looked at you. I have not looked at my U schedule yet, so.
Yeah, man, we'll see if it happens, you know.
What?
It'd be cool. You at Miami? Be cool. Yeah, I got into Yale. I almost started playing football.
Oh my God.
You're not done with the 25. There's an E on that ear, Nick.
All right. You got anything else before we go?
Have a good day. I'm gonna get a nice night of sleep tonight at a normal hour. And
dude, I don't understand. I give myself like what, like I'm like, oh, let me just go to sleep early. I'll wake up even earlier now, like, cause like, and then my body's just like, nah, bro. You just instead of sleeping your regular 3 hours, you're gonna try to sleep 8 hours, but we're gonna make you sleep 10 hours now. And I'm just mad.
10 hours sounds good, dude. Takes like an hour to sleep.
I slept like 8 or 9 hours tonight, and I'm pissed. But I do work tonight, so. That. But if you guys did watch this, hit that like and subscribe button. Be a friend and tell a friend if you guys did enjoy. You know, the number. Yesterday we had a great show. This one we averaged around 10 or 11. Yesterday we were averaging between 20 and 23. Still figuring it out. But we're going to get there, guys. Every day with improvement. I got to hit more journalists up. I sent some messages yesterday, sending more clips, getting quick.
Nice.
How's Florida?
It's warm. It's nice and warm.
Nice
My
and
legs
warm.
are like super tan right now. It's just they're so tan.
Why the legs?
It's crazy.
Why just the legs?
I don't know. I think it just hits my legs in the sun. Well, pretty tan in general, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, when I move out there, I'm about to be like fucking crispy.
Yeah. That olive oil skin marinating.
Yeah, dude. Literally in a week, I'm just going to be like, if I spend like a week in the sun, I'm just going to come back and just be like light skin. All right. That's going to be it, guys. If you guys did enjoy, be a friend, tell a friend, like, comment, and subscribe. Jackson, you got anything else?
Like me. To the Western Conference Finals we go.
We shall see. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time as always, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Next week, we're trying 2-hour episodes, so we'll see how that goes. Bye.